Well, and now you see why it's called the golden era. Gold reflects the age of Aquarius, point out emotions. God point out his emotions. God point out his spirits in the last days. That shit. Well, I'm the nigga that they picked to bring that shit in. So don't be upset because you chose this shit. I didn't choose it. Y'all chose for me. Keep that in mind. All this time I thought I was living my truth. Well, I found out about 4 or 5 years ago, at the age of supposedly 45, that 40 years of my life was a motherfucking lie. And the people in it. So, that means in its entirety. From stage one coming out the womb, all the way to fucking now. And I'm still sitting up chilling with the enemy at the end of the fucking day. So, the problem with y'all is, I'm not an enemy, and I should have never been an enemy. That's why you need to self-reflect, because you are your own worst enemy. But instead, y'all self-project, and you place yourself on me, and you want me to deal with your bullshit, and you want me to deal with your hearts, and your pains, and your sorrows, and your guilt, and your accusations that aren't me. They're you. And you're going to reflect, and you're going to deal with your own self. And you're not going to put yourself off on me anymore, especially if your physical self ain't here with me. Why in the fuck would I want to deal with your spiritual and your mental self, your emotional self? You want to give me all your other bodies sick. Meanwhile, you want to run off and keep your other bodies, the other portion of your bodies, and do what the fuck you want to do. And have me sitting here like you control me, when that's not even the case. Me being who I am, I don't even want to control you. But I damn sure don't want you controlling me. And I damn sure don't want you self-reflecting on me. Casting your cares, that's one thing. But trying to hit me with your charges, trying to hit me with your sorrows, your guilt, that's another. Trying to force your habits on me that I don't have, that I don't like, that's another. The most I did for you was gave you an image. What you did with that image was up to you. But the last thing you're going to do is fuck up my image, especially after I went through a rebirth. That's the whole point of me going through a rebirth. And how in the fucking who in the fuck you to determine what I was rebirthed into? See, that's what you don't know. That's why you backwards. But it's time to move forwards. I was rebirthed masculine because I was feminine. Now I'm masculine. That means what? That means I was all soft and I was giving into you women. And I was showing my worth and giving my word, my bond. And y'all know you can trust me, but I couldn't trust y'all from shit. And then it's the crazy part. All this time y'all had me feeling like I was cheating on y'all, when y'all was fucking around behind my back the whole motherfucking time. The whole circle. The whole family. That I'm no longer a part of. So don't get mad at me at the end of the fucking day. You keep your family affairs to yourself. That part. Remember? You kicked the father out. So, with that being said, I'm over here on my father shit. Period. Not no my shit. Father shit. And ain't nobody running shit over here but me. And as far as I'm concerned, y'all might not like my judgment, but I find it fitting. Because what I didn't find fitting was your judgment of me. The idea that you could, number one, is where you fucked up at. The idea that you should, number two, is where you fucked up at. And the third and foremost, real shit, I wouldn't give a fuck from shit to shine. When you stand next to another motherfucker, and then you stand next to me, and you standing with somebody that's worse off than me, that they done worse off than me, then you got the nerve to judge me. When you sitting up here, you doing worse than me, and then you want to make me feel bad for some simple shit, when you doing major shit, come on, man. Where y'all clown ass niggas make sense at? Let me rob you fuck boys. and laugh in your face and tell you there ain't shit you could do about it. And ain't none of your mans and they ain't gonna do shit about it. And tell you all your mans my mans. Cause I'm feeding them bullshit that I stole from you. And ain't shit you could do about it. But it really is. And that's half niggas off. So I've really been really been showing grace. Because I could have you off. Every last one of y'all. Instead, I've been letting you know what the real is. What you choose is to off your fucking self. You put the gun to the bullet, you put the gun to your own fucking head, and you pulled the fucking trigger. You put the noose around your own neck, and you hung your fucking self. And the more you keep terrorizing me, the more you keep hanging your fucking self. Maybe y'all need to look at Governor Whitmer and her statement where she said that there are autonomous heads that are out here doing government work, in so many words. And then maybe you need to ask this young man next door if I told him I was being controlled autonomously and that I was actually the head of a particular said division. And then if it makes sense, it makes sense. Like, don't you know that any king will police his kingdom and be the center of intelligence? Right. That makes sense. So if y'all niggas want to call me Jesus and I'm the king and Lord of lords and I got 12 motherfucking servants, well then wouldn't that mean that I will be the center of intelligence and the agent and autonomously controlled by the Spirit of God or the Father? Wouldn't that make sense to you? It makes a whole lot of fucking sense to me, even if it don't make sense to you. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't think so. Why? My life don't say so. Your life might. But then again, if you really pay attention, your life don't even say that shit neither. Because at the end of the day, man, look, I do things you niggas can't. Period. My shit is unexplainable. Your shit has an explanation to it. But when I explain my shit, fact of the matter is, truth is stranger than fiction. When you explain your shit, well, a lie always gonna make sense. A lie always gonna sound good. The truth is ugly, but you grin and bear it sometimes. Sometimes it's beautiful. For me, it's all of the above and none of the below, and all of the below. I don't judge it. It is what it is. Isis in this bitch. Osiris in this bitch. Ra in this bitch. Zeus in this bitch. Inky in this bitch. Whatever deity you want to name in this bitch. At least that bitch or that nigga is loyal. You motherfuckers, y'all not loyal. Not even to save your life. Because you're not even loyal to yourself.